Hi there, got emergency money? If not, here's the video for you. Here we go. Okay, so here's an example of a financial diet. Okay, as you can see, emergency fund, checking account to pay the bill, better known as the bill payment fund. You got the investment fund, and you got the savings account, regular savings account. This pot just represents your income. And once you get paid and your money is allocated in these compartments, and you got what you call fund money. I'll tell you what fund money is, but let's get back to the most important. As you see, the biggest one I got here is the emergency fund, which is should serve as your meat and potatoes. It's going to be a huge backup. Whereas this is going to think of this as your heart to support your savings and your checking, not your investment. Investment is totally different because this money, investment money, is not accessible. Its only purpose is to sit in the fund and grow. Okay, got that? All right. Now let's back to what fund money. Fund money basically is money you save for vacation, going out partying, and so on and so forth. So that's what I mean by fun money. Shopping, buying what you want to buy, nails done, blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean by fun money. Fun money, that can probably go into, here. You may probably put that in like a regular savings. And as far as savings account, if you're going to open the savings, make sure it's high yield, okay? Because savings don't pay nothing. We all should know that by now. Okay, so now let's look at financial diet for people who only have a checking and savings, and that's okay. The only issue with this is that your checking is this is an account that it constantly has transactions going in and out, in and out. Your payroll probably goes in here. Same with the savings. Again, if you're going to do a savings account, please try to do a high yield. High yield pays more interest, but most people, even let me see, even some, mainly millennials, hopefully the number is not as high as it is. There's only two accounts they work with, so there's actually no emergency fund. And if you look at the statistics, it's praying that it's not as high, but the way the economy is now, again, if you have investment funds, great. Now, again, investment funds, I call it hideaway money, but this, again, does not do you any good. You can't go in there and just take money out. Those funds are just stuck in there, and then it's government regulated, okay? Okay, now let me look at this example. If all you have is a checking account and a savings account that's titled your emergency fund, that part is fine too. My only concern is this: try not to over withdraw, do too many withdrawals from your emergency savings to support your check. In other words, to cover bills. I would probably do once, if you can do a once a month or every other week withdrawal to cover any incoming bills. That part is fine, but the smart thing about this, you always want to have your emergency fund. This should be treated, again, I'll say it again, this should be treated as your primary cash backup plan. Okay? All right, we cool? Now, for some of you, well, a lot of you, especially you, Gen Zs, I know what you're going to say, but what about fun money? I like to spend, I like to travel, blah, 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 this and that, go to concert, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. That's your fun money. So what we're not going to do, we're not going to rob our emergency funds to fund the fun money. So what you want to do, I suggest, okay, this is just my suggestion. I suggest if you have an emergency fund, leave it alone. Emergency funds should be, you should be building this up every payday or whatever the case may be, side hustle money. I don't care what kind of income you get. Okay. Again, this is emergency. If you want to, you can build your own fund money account, open a simple savings and title that your fund money account. Okay. Or you can even open a separate checking and title that your fund money, or fund money. In other words, the purpose of this video is everybody should have an emergency fund intact. It's so important right now, especially in these days. Now, let me give you the difference between what emergency money, I'm sorry, what emergency funds cover and what it doesn't do. All right, stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, this is what emergency money is used for. I've said this once, I've said it before in the past. Job loss, car repairs, home repairs, especially at the plumbing and electric, medical emergencies, especially with the kids, medical and dental emergencies, somebody breaks a bone or whatever, even travel emergencies, like you may come to a point where you have to travel for like loved one's funeral or whatever the case may be. That's where basically what you want to have an emergency fund. This is what emergency funds should not be covering. Shopping, or as I call it, must have new shoes, hair done, nails, so on and so forth. Shouldn't be used to fund vacations. I'm telling you, nope, and this should not be. Last minute gifts like birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, anniversary gifts. You should already really have that money in your regular account for that stuff. So that's basically what emergency funds supposed to be used for and what it's not supposed to be used for. Okay, so now you're probably asking, for those who are watching who don't even have an emergency fund but want to start one so bad, but in their mind they feel like they can't afford to start it. That's not true. You can start emergency fund with $10. The name of the game is start small and build up. Okay, now let me get to the real talk of this video on emergency fund, because I am the queen of preaching emergency fund. Okay, I do not want you, especially you Gen Zs, because a lot of y'all don't have emergency funds. Okay, but as generally speaking to everybody as a whole, I know you've heard it. You've heard now, and I've heard it too. Experts saying you should have at least 3 to 6 months of income in an emergency fund. That is unrealistic for people who are struggling, just trying to put food on the table. That is not realistic for people who are on the verge of losing a job or just trying to get by, people working paycheck to paycheck. Okay, that's not useful information. I already know you have to have, and technically speaking now when you really think about it, you don't have to have 3 to 6 months of income. That's not realistic for most people. Some people do, good for you, but my thing is that if you haven't started emergency fund, start small, but start. Okay. You might say, well, Crystal, I can only put 10. Let's say put the $10 up, put it up. And the reason why I keep saying, because things, I'm gonna tell you, things ain't gonna get no better. Okay, it's not gonna get better. I just saw, y'all look, my phone bill just went up. What else just went up? The electric bill just went up. Okay, and I anticipate the internet bill going up. Stuff is going up, but if you can, even if you jumpstart I'll be doing many classes. I'm gonna do a boot camp series this October. Okay, I'll let you know to help get a jump start, because I don't want people intimidated just because they don't have this vast amount of money to put up in savings. It works for some, not for all. I hope that helps, and thank you guys for checking in with my. Go ahead and please share this video, especially with some younger people. Share this. I'm with Miss Savings Addict, where we make saving money in addiction. Hey, all right. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye bye.